Good morning, everybody. Sorry I'm late. Can everybody hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, guys. Okay, I was afraid nobody could hear me. Uh, and of course, Lucy has to join in. Sorry about this morning. I just woke up. My alarms evidently didn't wake me up. And Lucy, you got to get up because I want to show everybody. I want to show everybody how I prepare feed bags to be used for tray covers. Move, Lucy. Blessings. As you can tell, I fold my bags up to save them. Good morning, Road Dog, Jesse, Cuz, Woman of Spirit. Okay, with my trays, I know how far I have to cut off. So if I do it from the front, I cut it up to the top of the do more sign. Like that. Now, in order not to have any problems, look, you see that seam right there? That's where you're going to cut so that you can open it up. Because if you let that be on your thing, it's going to be a problem when you go to scoop out feeding everything. That way, the undesirable parts you know you're going to be cutting off. Because then you take a piece of this double-sided tape and put about that much out. You take that off from one side, you attach it to your clean tray, and then you take the other protection off and you slam that bag down on it, press it tight, and then you just go about trimming the rest of this here to the size you want it along your tray, and then you got something that you don't have to change for about a month. Any questions or topics? I haven't even got my coffee made yet. My chicks, because are in the brooder. I put them in the brooder yesterday. Out of that 100 eggs, I got 20 chicks because of the incubator problems. Had to switch incubators to one that's less reliable. Another thing that those bags are good for is if you use compost and you turn your compost quite often and it breaks down the compost real quick, that's good for putting your extra compost in. Give me about 1 minute. I gotta get some coffee going. All righty, since the coffee's ready now. Thumbs up, people. Hi, Jasmine. Yeah, I got the Oh, that's so good. I woke up at 5 minutes to 10. And I just showed how to open up your feed bag to make it into a tray cover. So what I was saying, out of the where my incubator went out, I had to change it over to the Little Giant. And the Little Giant's undependable on its temperature. It has cold spots in it. I still ended up with 20 chicks. And tonight, I should be able to, since I fixed the incubator, if your heater seems to go out, like on the incubator, you can wow. Oh, woman of spirit, that is terrible. They're just trying to get away, trying to find safety. I don't think they're meant to attack each other so much. But that is terrible. Well, it looks like the coffee's ready. Give me 1 minute. No, it's still not ready. Yeah, I know, Jasmine. I would love your goats. Any of them in milk? Have you started milking them yet? That is great, cousin. Oh, that is terrible. Oh, wow. Plus, with shoulder, and a deep gouge. I kind of wonder if she flew up and hit something. Oh, wow. I guess that's one thing about mine being raised inside. They really don't pay attention to that stuff. The only thing they complain about is if I turn the lights off too soon or turn it on too soon. It's wonder they didn't try to wake me up because I didn't have their lights on this morning. Well, you can milk if they still have the kids on them. That helps increase the milk. You just have to like separate depending on how old the kids are. You separate the kids at night because she's not going to release all her milk to you, Jasmine. Uh, as long as your kids are a couple weeks old, you can milk her one time, like in the mornings, by separating them at night, or just milk them twice a day, just to see what she gives you, and that'll help her increase her milk. It's just like us. If we keep breastfeeding our kid, we'll keep producing milk, and the more the supply and demand is what's needed. Yeah, you just milk for a few minutes, like 5 minutes, because she's not, or until she doesn't give you any. But you got to remember, sometimes you have to hit the other like the kids do. Gentle taps to the udder. But she knows how much she has to let you have. And if you just get a couple squirts out of her and a couple dry squirts, then that'll tell her body to produce more. But you usually wait until the kids are about milking from them, really. Ah, I can understand, Jasmine. You can always get a couple drops of the, depending on what her health problem is, you can always give it to your cats. You don't have to drink it. That way it's not being wasted. But sometimes that happens when you get animals from other people that you don't really know. They may not be healthy. Yeah, and that's true too, woman of spirit. Use it for your garden. You can use it for your garden or the wild cats or your dog. Just don't do it in front of her because think of how bad you would feel if she seen you throw out, if somebody threw out your milk. Yeah, but see, right now is when the time when you would train her. Start getting her to produce more milk. That'd be great for the kids as well as for when you start to feed her. I think that's my camera messing with the lighting because my lamp is the same all the time. Coffee is ready. See, I told Kelly I'd make sure I use this cup this time. It's Quail math. How did one disappear, Jesse? Yes, that's the one Kelly and I designed together. Kelly does real good at designing things. You give her an idea and tell her what you mean by it, and she goes crazy. You kind of crazy I am. Hello, Laura. Hi, Mark. That is great, Jesse, on Loretta's first mix. Good morning, Ed. I see you made it again. This is early for you. I woke up at 5 minutes to 10. So I let Lucy do something I usually don't do. I just opened the door and let her go out. So I had to start this up. Now, how big does a mini Rex get? The other thing that's good about when you're using those trays, Loretta, that's good for first litter, and it's going to get better. But how big does a little Rex get? That big? That big? 5 pounds? 10 pounds? That is cool, woman of spirit. Oh, that's sweet. Oh. That's right. That's what I want to do. I love mine, Ed. And look at the different designs depending on which way you're going to put it on. And I won. I got mine open the fastest so far. You know, I realized my computer, the reason why I'm fast is my computer is faster than you guys. I do have this information. I do have a repeat customer that keeps coming for hatching eggs. I told him he had to wait for another week before I could give him hatching eggs because I was hatching my own. And he always orders 10 dozen. So you ask for a full incubator. Anybody have any more questions today? Yeah, so like I said, out of that failed hatch, I still got 20 chicks. And they're chirping right now, but I know they're fine because I checked them before I went to bed. Oh, wow. That's hitting it good, Jesse. Well, Woman of Spirit, I just did that uh, Monday. And what I did, I wait until dusk and I put one from the cage, the set I had from the cage I got last year at QuailCon, and put it into the community cage. And I did that and shut the light off. Up the next morning, they stayed their own size of the pen. Since, they go in groups anyhow. And I haven't had any fighting out of them at all. As you can see, that's my incubator to be loaded up. Tell Loretta at Quail Times to be able to get more. I know fairy eggs could be that big. That'd be interesting to blow one out and send it to Ed. Oh, you're gonna open up your channel, Ed? Ah, you're about ready to go to bed. Okay. Yeah, what you do with it is wait until dusk. Mostly if you have control of the light. Or in your case, you can do it in the evening if they're outside. Well, then go back to bed, Ed. I made a mistake and didn't wake up until 5 minutes to 10. But woman of spirit, what I was saying is if you do it, if your birds are outside, do it at dusk. Because then they'll end up spending the night together. If they are inside where you control the lights, lower your lights as much as you can, then transfer the birds, then shut your lights off. Because I have my eggs on a timer where I say echo first light 50%.
Okay.
See how I did my light? Echo all lights 100%.
Okay.
See, my desk lamp and the quail room lamp is voice activated. Why do it at late dusk if I was you? Take all the ones out of one cage and then put them in the other cage. That way you can separate your jumbos from your standards, or even separate the feather breeds. See, she's got this here. She should have put it on the back side of the cup. so you can advertise it better, in my opinion. I think all cups should be decorated right here, because I'm a right-handed drinker, instead in the center. Because it was hard to drink out of the handle part. That's cool, Road Dog. I only had the standard lights because I had no reason to change colors. I guess my camera on my computer does it often enough. No, they only had to put it on one side because, and that's on the right, the back side. Put it right here. You can only show people before you take a drink. But it's good advertisement is when you're actually drinking. She has shoulder to shoulder injury. I would wait until she's healed. Well, because I think you should be able to tell the company what handed drinker you are. So that way they know where to put it. And that's better than telling them to put you know where. I would wait until she's fully healed. And then I would do the box. I would put them in a box. Just a second. Hello. Today's a bad, right now is a bad time. Can we, yeah, I'm in the middle of a live stream. Uh, I know, I forgot all about it. I didn't get my schedule telling me. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, I have an emergency. I've got to go. I will talk at you next week, same time, same channel. Okay.